So my definition for social selling in business to business is it's the strategy and process for engaging and connecting with people to accelerate the speed of business.
Welcome back. I'm delighted to have Tony Hughes with me again. Welcome, Tony.
Hi, John.
Hey, Tony, you've written a lot about social selling recently, and sometimes I wonder, what does it really mean? Have you got a succinct definition of social selling?
Yeah, I do, but just before we get to that, there's two really important things to consider. And the first thing is that social selling is really a misnomer. I think you'd agree with that.
Why we called it selling, I've got no idea. We never sell on social.
Yeah, but everybody loves buzzwords, and that's the term that's been used.
Developed.
So social selling is kind of relevant in business to consumer, but social selling in a B2C context is very different from selling in B2B.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
So my definition for social selling in business to business is it's the strategy and process for engaging and connecting with people to accelerate the speed of business.
Strategy and process to engage and connect. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now, I've heard you talk about having 5 pillars that underpin that definition. Can you just quickly tell us what those 5 pillars are?
Yeah, so the first of the 5 pillars is social listening.
Yes.
When we're in social, it's really no different to selling to people in the real world. We need to be great listeners. We need to listen for our brand being mentioned in the marketplace, because if there's something negative, that's a customer service opportunity. And we need to listen for our competitors' brands being mentioned, because that may be a sales opportunity. But more importantly, we need to listen for trigger events.
Trigger events, the old trigger event, we've talked about that before, really important.
Yeah, events that happen in the marketplace that can indicate that there's actually opportunity. So the first thing is social listening. The next thing is social publishing. We can publish content in social to attract people to us, but more importantly, if someone checks us out online when we've got a meeting request in, or before we turn up and see them physically, we need to show them that we're a person of insight and gravitas, or they'll want to take that meeting.
Really important, and that's part of you building your own personal brand, isn't it? It's something, your unique promise of value you're putting out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
the third thing is social research. So before we meet people, we need to research. There's so much information available out there on people and companies and industries now that give us the ability to connect with good context.
Good. And the fourth?
And the fourth thing, is social engagement.
Yeah.
So it's been said for a long time that cold calling is dying. It's certainly hard. The success rates are down below 3%, but blasting emails out to people as a way of trying to connect has got similarly really poor success rates.
Yeah.
So if you can connect to people using social proximity, find people in your network that can provide introductions. So use social as a way to engage with people. Have a look at what groups that they're participating in online. You run a great group in LinkedIn.
The strategic selling group,
Yeah, exactly. And people will be part of special interest groups. And we don't want to stalk people inappropriately or jump into discussion threads and start selling. That's a big no-no in social.
But if they raise a subject you have something to say on, well, it's no harm in going back with your own opinions or comments or suggestions.
Yeah, so then start to engage in social. And the fifth pillar of B2B social selling in my mind is social collaboration, and it's actually more relevant as we engage our own teams, our channel partners, using a CRM system properly, using collaboration tools. We know that you get a much better result face-to-face with people, but if you're selling a commodity and you have to travel long distances, simple tools like, for example, Skype is a social selling tool that enables us to collaborate with people at low cost.
Great. So I understand the definition, and now we've got 5 pillars. So I'd like to come back together and talk about each one of those pillars, if you don't mind, Tony.
That'd be great. Thanks, John.
Look forward to it.